This is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, November 14th, through this coming Sunday, November 20th, 2016. And when I went into my meditation for today's video, I was given a lot of very powerful energy, which I'm going to carefully cover with you today. Today is the Supermoon Full Moon. It occurred at 8:52 Eastern Standard Time this morning, which was about the time I went into my meditation to get all the messages for you for this week. It's the supermoon because it's the closest to Earth that it's been in a long time and will be again. So I hope you got to see it last night. Tonight it probably still will be very, very significant in the sky. So if you haven't seen it already, please try and do that. And so they started out this week with reminding me that the energy since early summer has been tough and hard for many people. And it culminated this past week with the unusual energy around the election. So today's message is that energy that you've been experiencing since early summer, all those transitions and all that stuff that came up for people about letting go and stuff that no longer serves us, is that it comes together with today's full moon, and that this is the shift. This is how everything's shifting, and how you shift depends upon your mindset and your outlook, which is your degree of positive versus negative. So pay attention to what you're focusing on. And I can't stress enough that you need to release the things that you cannot control in your life and place your focus upon what's good and what's going well for you, and to expand upon that goodness. It doesn't serve anyone or anything to focus upon and describe what you don't like. All that does is give power to the things that you don't want. So this week, please use today's full moon energy to improve your personal life and to improve your everyday environment. The moon is in Taurus, which represents security. And then you've got the polarity of the sun, which is in Scorpio, which represents exploration. So these are the two themes that are calling to you with this full moon. And this is going to get you out of any rut that you've been in. If all the shifting and all the craziness since the beginning of summer hasn't gotten you out of that rut, today's supermoon, full moon will. It's time to break free and to allow more meaningful and significant authenticity for yourself, and for the things and the ways of being that are going to be your new set point, your new, more beneficial lifestyle, and your personal truth, which is also going to be your environment. This is where you're going to find yourself happier and more productive. And one more note, in my meditation to prepare for today's video, they showed me a vessel shape. And they called it a chalice. And they say that it holds all of our desires. And that these things are coming for each of us. So be patient, be aware, and most importantly, recognize these things and engage with them as they show up in our lives. Mindful awareness. Again, focusing on the goodness you want to experience, not the fears, those fears that are blocking and obscuring your given goodness. If you're in the fear, you're not going to recognize when those desires leave the chalice and come to you. They want you to engage with those things and to recognize when they show up in your life, because you've asked for them and they're all in alignment for you. So the other thing, last week when I did my meditation for last week's video, they showed me this week we would be using a different deck of cards and a different spread. And sure enough, this morning they showed me that again. So today we are using this deck, The Wisdom of the Oracle by Collette Baron-Reid. This is a very, very powerful deck that I use a lot personally. So now they want me to share it with you, and a little bit different spread for us this week. This spread I call the Journey. It's 4 cards, and I'm going to lay these out. The first card is our journey for the week. The second card is our challenge. The third card, I love it, is our ally. Let's move these over. And the fourth card is our destination for the week. So it's where we start, how we get there, and where we end up. And just glancing, these are amazing cards. I'm going to go over each one in detail, give you a complete message for how you can use the energy of this week. So I love it. Our journey for the week is no place like home. Wow. This is the complete card of authenticity and of coming home to yourself. Being so at home that you are comfortable and proud in your own skin. That's how authentic they're asking you to be. No place like home, which is yourself. It's you. Home is that secure and safe place where you can create and you can live to your highest potential. And it's your complete comfort zone as you define that. It's all about you. And this card says to trust yourself and claim the things that no one else can take from you. These are things like your dignity and unconditional love and your integrity. Those are yours. And to live authentically and to live to your highest potential and to live to your complete and total personal truth, you need to understand how you define those things personally for yourself. This is also about observing the world around you, not from your logical mind. You can't do this actually from your logical mind. You've got to do it through your heart and your soul. Just breathing into your heart, breathing in so deeply that it takes you to your soul. And this gives you the power to be your authentic self when you're living from your soul self. And this is also going to help you surround yourself with people who love and admire you, because that's what you deserve. That's a perfect mantra for every day. Thank you for surrounding me with people who love and admire me. Then you're going to lose a lot of those conflicts that you've been having. And your professional and personal life is going to flourish. It's going to flourish to the extent that you honor your true self. So use this full moon and this week to come home to yourself and to come home to your complete personal comfort zone. How you define that. Wow. What an amazing card to define our journey for this week and this full moon energy, this shift, this transformation for you. I love it. All right. Your challenge for this week, our challenge is reversed serendipity. So this is a beautiful, perfect message for us. This is the card of synchronicity, which is signs and symbols that lead you to where you feel that you should be. And it's reversed and in our challenge. So we're being asked to see where we felt that certain events that were supposed to be wonderful and to be the better things and the wonderful job and that relationship that we gave our heart to, but then they didn't turn out well. What's up with that? You know, all that synchronicity that didn't work out. And so the message here is that you were given those lessons or those hardships to give you the growth that you needed to prepare you for and before the greater, more wonderful, authentic things aligned for you. In the blueprint of your life, You have lessons that you wanted to learn. You have karma that you needed to finish. You had growth that you wanted to achieve. So all that serendipity that didn't work out the way that you thought it was supposed to work out, it's actually perfect. Remember not to get lost in the drama or the disappointment, and nothing is random. So you're on course. You're absolutely exactly where you are supposed to be to achieve all the happiness and all the joy and all those things being held for you in the chalice that you want to experience. Your future serendipity, your future synchronicity is going to lead you to those happiest, joy-filled moments and ideas that you want to experience. So a very meaningful card in our challenge for this week. And then our ally. Oh, I love it. Our ally is peace. Someone said to me last week, what if Buddha was right? What if it really is all an illusion? And the only thing to do is to step aside into complete peace. That statement was very meaningful to me at the time. And this card reminds me of that. It also reminds me, Eckhart Tolle popped into my meditation. And now I know why. He's telling us to be in the moment, to be in the now moment, that is all that counts. And now is peace. This card defines for you freedom from attachment and radical acceptance, to the point of peace. And peace is your quiet mind, your centering into your heart. It's also setting aside those desires and wants just for a minute and breathing until you can settle into your soul. Deeper than the heart connection. You go through your heart, but you go into the infinity of your soul. And that is where your personal power lies, and your complete and total coming home to yourself, authentic self lies. This is your ally. And nothing can deprive you of your source alignment, which is what gives you peace. And the radical acceptance is understanding that all actually really is right in your world. And once you set aside any and all drama or disappointment, you're going to achieve that clear vision of how your life should be and how your life will be with your alignment. And you're on the right path. All is well. And your key is aligning and accepting and being at home with your personal self. How you define that, what that means for you. And this ally of peace is an absolutely perfect message for us this week, right now, with all that's been going on since the beginning of the summer. So this is your journey, your challenge, your ally, and this card is your destination. Where hopefully you're going to be by the end of the week. And time to go. Oh, wow. I can't get over the guides picked the cards and they couldn't be more perfect for the energy of this full moon, because this is the card of completion. Perfect destination for our journey this week of coming home to yourself. This card emphasizes, again, to walk away from anything that's not honoring you or anything that you've finished. There's stuff that you're done with. You've finished that pre-life agreement. You've finished that lesson. You've finished that growth. There's nothing else for you to learn in that space. And the longer you keep trying to stay there, the more uncomfortable it becomes. So go ahead. You've finished. There's nothing else to learn. Move on. It's time to go from that situation. And this card also reminds us that you're a bit of in meantime energy. because you've finished this journey, but the next one hasn't exactly begun. You, this week, use this time to review what you've gained, review where you've been and what you've learned, and to bless all of those experiences, because each and every one of them, the negative and the positive, have given you valuable energy, have given you valuable growth that adds to coming home to your authentic self. This is transition. This is a card of transition. Huge transition, completion of what you've already finished, and then transitioning to the next. You're so ready for that new authentic you. No more excuses, no more resisting. Take the steps, move forward. Stride ahead eagerly to your new authentic set points in every aspect of your life. This beautiful positive energy from this full moon, this super moon, for your wonderful unfolding of your life. I would love to help you on a personal level with a reading, to call in your spirit guides, to align your energy, to address specifically and exactly what's going on in your life, to give you answers and clarity and understanding and how to move forward. What's coming next for you? What are the decisions you need to make to live to your highest, happiest, joy-filled potential? All the information is on my website of how to get a reading. It is spiritpathways.net. So have a wonderful week. Enjoy this full moon energy. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.